Hi Virgo, welcome back to your monthly reading. I'm Ashley Rose and this is your monthly tarot reading for March 2022. This reading goes to all Virgo sun, moon, rising, and Venus. I like to say start with your sign and then move to your moon, your rising, your Venus. And anytime throughout this month, sorry, I dropped a guy. Throughout this month, throughout this year, you feel called to this reading, or you just feel like, I don't know, I've watched this before, but I feel like there's a message for me today. Come back to this. It is for you. We're going to be pulling 7 cards for the overview of your month, an oracle card, 3 cards for your love life, 3 cards to clarify, and then we will end with an affirmation. So 1 second as I get this all set up. We start off this month in Pisces season, and that's really exciting because, you know, it's a little bit opposite of you, and it really helps you, I feel like, take these really practical ideas you have for your work, you have for your relationships, for your life, for, you know, the goals you have for yourself, and really help you expand and dream a little bit on what those all can really be and how big you can really make your life when you dream a little bit, or you get a little bit more in touch with your emotions and your feelings, and you allow yourself to express in a new, different way. This is a great time where our relationships and the connection to ourself and our intuition will really hit like deeper levels of vulnerability and authenticity with each other. It's a great month to really hit or tap into your spirituality in a new way as we are in Pisces season. So the spiritual realms are very accessible to us, and the mysticism of life is something that's kind of just flowing around. We start this month March 2nd with a new moon in Pisces, and new moons are the start of a new lunar cycle, and it is a time where we are, you know, kind of resting and recharging, and, you know, where we set new intentions and we think about the manifestations that we had last month, you know, what's working, what isn't working, and we get ourselves ready to implement this new plan. It's a time of new beginnings, it's a time of renewal, and it's really amazing that it's in Pisces because it helps us connect to our soul, our spirits, in such a deeper way, in such a more authentic way, where we really have stripped back all of these things that aren't us anymore, and we can see who we are and who we are growing into be, and who we are authentically, and how we can kind of bring all of those things together to get us to our goal. Okay, I see. You there at the bottom? Okay. Okie dokie artichoke. March 18th, we have a full moon in Virgo, so pay attention during that time. You are really going to be feeling it. Is going to be great because as our emotions and our dreams and our intuition is expanded, we now hit this point where, you know, we can come up with a path is illuminated in front of us, how to make these dreams a reality and how to come up with the practical steps forward. It's also going to bring a really grounding energy to everything that's been going on, especially within the last couple months, because our brains have just been illuminated and our minds are expanding, and it's like, oh, we need a little bit of a break because it's a little bit too much, right? We're a little bit in no man's land. It's also going to be, you know, full moons are halfway through the cycle, so they're really illuminating everything. So it also may be illuminating any fears that we have about our success, about our future. Is it in our money? We may see that. Is it how we feel about ourselves, our worth? Are we good enough? Can we make this happen? We will see those things kind of come to the surface as it's time for us to really let them go, because we're entering a new age where we are more authentic ourselves and we don't believe those old fears that used to keep us back. Wow. Okay. I've never got that card before, and I'm excited to read that. And then we end this month in Aries season, and I keep saying this month reminds me of like the world in the tarot and the major arcana, as, you know, everything's kind of coming to an end and a culmination, but it's also a new beginning in ourselves where we can kind of strip back everything that we once were and who we no longer are and be who we are authentically right now. Be what we want to create, be what we want to see in the world, and clearly, again, communicate that so when we step into Aries season, we can take this sense of adventure and excitement and wonder in life and apply it to our life, apply it to the things that we're working on, you know, take risks on the stuff that we're building, the businesses that we're going after, and, you know, even just like getting in tune with that vulnerability, this expression that we've been working on this week, how we can really apply that into other areas of our life and no longer keep it on the outside, or really just implement the stuff that, you know, we've been taking in and learning in a real practical way, especially with this passion that comes from Aries. We'll be loving life in a whole new way, and I have a whole new appreciation for it as we, you know, begin this next astrological calendar. Okay. All right. Oh yeah. I love that you pop up at the bottom of your reading. 100%. Thank you for being present here today. She's like, hi, hello, I'm here. I'm supporting this. We start off this month with the Fool and the Knight of Cups. Oh, I love that. We are ready to take this new adventure, this new beginning forward. We are the Fool standing here at the edge of life. And you're like, okay, I got everything that I need in my bag. Right? In this bag. It doesn't need to be everything. It doesn't need to be all of the things, but I have what I need already, and I'm going to go after it. I'm going to, you know, embark on something new. I'm going to learn. I'm willing to make mistakes and to grow my understanding in myself along the way of those mistakes, right? Because even here, he's standing here. He's the first card of the major arcana. And so it's like this first exploration into who you are, right? Again, as we say, I feel like this comes from this new moon in Pisces that we experience on March 2nd, where we're like, no, this is me. And I feel like in my head, I'm hearing the song. It's the Camp Rock song, like, this is real, this is me. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be now. Gonna let the light shine on me. That's how I feel. That's like literally what this is. You're like, okay, I see it. And I'm no longer allowing those fears to stop me before, right? I'm not, you know, this judgment of what other people might think or what other people might say or how well my project might do. It doesn't matter anymore because you're going after it anyways because it makes you happy. And we're finally entering a phase where our happiness is trumping everything else. It doesn't matter anymore because look at the world right now and the uncertainty of all of it. And, you know, we still want to make sure that, you know, we want to make time for joy and this change that we see happening. And you're ready to go out and go after it. Like there's this mountain behind you, and yeah, there's still going to be a journey that you have to climb and stuff that you're going to be going through, but it's worth it because you are aligned with who you are and you're letting your authenticity speak for itself. You're allowing your authenticity speak for you. And I'm going to bring up that affirmation. I love to say it's, I honor my authenticity, so I'm willing to deal with the repercussions of being myself. And 100% is that, again, this energy for the Fool as well, because it's pointing you and it's squaring you up and getting you ready for everything that you're about to go after. Because then we have the Knight of Cups here. And, you know, this is an offering of love. This is like Prince Charming, Princess Charming coming after you, offering you something that you've been really working hard on, something that you've been really working towards, you know, love, a dream, a goal, a manifestation, and it's coming your way, and it's coming, but it's being led by your intuition and by your willingness to go after, you know, these new ideas and to just try and, you know, be willing to fail and be willing to make mistakes, you know, to see what you can do with it, right? Because we're never gonna do anything or change our life or change where we are by staying in the same place and trying and keeping the same things, right? We got to try new stuff every once in a while. We got to add new inputs, and that's what we're doing. But be careful, I will say, and I love to say, warn always with knights. Knights are known for the extremes, and when it comes to the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. They're extreme as in they're like not taking action. They're just kind of like waiting. And the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Wands is like they're just going after it. But what I'll say about the Knight of Cups is like where the Knight of Pentacles is like there's no movement at all. Like the Knight of Cups is like slowly but surely making his way forward. But he's being cautious. He's being intentional. He's thinking about things, you know, thoroughly. He's being patient with himself and having compassion. He is allowing these messages that are coming in and allowing the love that he's receiving from, you know, going after what he wants to, you know, kind of show him where he's going, and he's taking the educated, the educated steps forward, which I really love this because where it leads us is somewhere. Now just get ready for this, okay? Breathe when I mention this card, but the rest after this is, let me tell you, because we have Justice in reverse here. And I feel like that's what this feels. It feels uncertain. It feels imbalanced. It feels a little, okay, I jumped off the ledge. I took this chance on myself and now I'm feeling a little unsure. I'm feeling a little unbalanced. I'm not really seeing the work that I want right now. I'm not really, and it's having this trust. I feel like this Justice is telling you to have trust in what you're doing, though you can't see it right now and the scales feel like they're out of balance. Everything's working for you in your favor because at the middle of your reading, and that's only the beginning of this month. This beginning of this month, you know, you're gonna feel a lot of changes and it's gonna feel a little heavy, but it's that change feels uncomfortable. Okay, that's really it. And when you're trying new things and you're implementing new ways and you're allowing yourself to be expressed in a new way, it's going to feel uncomfortable and it's going to feel a little unsure and it's going to feel, again, just a little uncomfy. But it doesn't mean that you're going in the wrong direction. This is 11 here. 11 is the master number of service. And the master number, you know, to be a service to others, you have to be a service to yourself first. So how can you honor who you are through this uncomfortable time to show others? I mean, I don't know, I feel like maybe some of us are in a position where people are looking at us, and so to show others, you know, how to do the same, how to be brave for themselves, you got to show up for yourself first. You got to be the example, to lead by example. Because in the middle of our reading, we have baby Justice, we have the Six of Pentacles. So yes, the lesson here is to trust ourselves with big Justice, but little baby is telling us that everything is going the way we need it to go, right? And this is the haves or have-nots card. This is sometimes we're up, sometimes we're down, sometimes we're here and we're the ones, you know, offering the support, offering the guidance, and sometimes we're the ones asking for the support, asking for the guidance. And we can be both this month. We can be a teacher and helper in helping people get to where they want to be, but also as we're new in this journey, we're also asking other people for the questions, for the knowledge, for the understanding on how to get where we want to go. And it's this opportunity to build within that, to create a community that's helping and supporting each other that feels way more connected than when we were doing things by ourselves, right? And there's red, there's yellow, there's blue in this card, there's desires, there's happiness, and there's clarity. So as we follow our desires, it's bringing us to the happiness and the clarity that we seek, and we are receiving that. Sorry, as long as we, you know, make balance and we make peace a priority as we're working through this, and knowing that, you know, balance comes from knowing that it's going to be a little uncomfortable at first, but you know, new things feel uncomfy. New pants are a little bit tight to put on at first, but the more you put them on, the more you try them on, they start to kind of form to your body, right? They feel a little bit more comfortable. You get your own grooves in them. I hope that translated the way I wanted it to. But you get what I mean. Because but you know, back to this being in the middle of the reading, there's opportunity to this month. There's opportunity to bring yourself peace, and it comes from the compassion and the patience that you're willing to provide. Because after that, we have the Empress, the Queen of Cups, and the King of Cups. Come on. When you can create that balance for yourself, and like the universe doesn't have to create that balance for you, you literally can sit comfortably in your creativity and your desires and create the life that you love, that's being led by your intuition. And that is like magic, that is like spiritual intuition, that is, you know, that is emotional maturity, that is, again, just having compassion for your life, having compassion for yourself, having compassion for others, being patient, trusting, knowing what you have, and surrendering to that, seeing the beauty that you hold within your hands, that you have to share with others, and allowing that to be what keeps you moving forward. It's creating that balance, creating that alchemy within yourself, not looking outside of yourself for the balance, for, you know, the guidance, for the suggestion, for the support, but finding it within you, right? Because that's what this Queen of Cups is showing us here. And it's amazing that we have, even like, I feel like this Empress goes with, look at these two couples, these two connections, these two like things of our, yeah, couples of support that you have around you this month, helping move forward. Practical and spiritual, creativity, and again, just practical business, we'll say, mind, coming together. These four powerhouses coming together to help you create the life that you see for yourself. Come on, the Empress is literally creating a life that she loves out of love, to share with those she loves, because she loves her life and she loves the people in it, and she believes in herself. When she births the ideas that she sees in her mind's eye into creation, she creates a life that is filled with abundance, that is filled with stuff to harvest, that is filled with love, that is filled with beauty, that is filled with creativity, that is filled with desire. And that comes from trusting her connection that she has with otherworldly things, right? Because that's why she has the stars on her head and she's holding the saber. 3 is the number for new beginnings. Again, having fun, being social, having fun with the life that you're building. Some of this imbalance comes from being a little bit too serious about what you're doing and not seeing the exact results as soon as you take this jump, as soon as you go on this new adventure and you be a fool, right? It's okay to be a fool. It's okay to try new things. Be brave and do that, but trust in what you're doing true. Trust that you have a plan behind it. Don't lose the plan. Stick to the plan, okay? Okay, Stan, because it's bringing you everything you want. Look at this. We got the Queen of Cups here, sitting in her magic, sitting with this beautiful cup in her hand. Same with this king. They're filled, ready to offer more, and they lead their life, they lead their empire, again, with compassion, with creativity, with love, with understanding, with connection to their spiritual side, and allowing that connection and that intuition, that internal guidance system, to be what helps them sift through what could be uncomfortable, what they are unsure to make decisions about, but ultimately they make the decisions in their life. There's nobody else making the decisions here. And this is all about, you know, their dreams and their intuition and their hopes, and having our dreams become a reality this month with these two sitting here on their thrones waiting for us. And that's what we hit at the end of this month, is understanding and feeling all of this energy around us, all of this support. To really, I feel like your guides are really coming to the forefront right now to say that we got this, you got this, just stick to the plan. Because even here in the back we have this little red boat, and that being our desires and a journey, that's the journey that we're on with our desires. And so stick with it, okay? Come on. Are you feeling the love? Are you feeling the love this month, Virgo? Because you should be. And then our oracle cards. Look at them. First off, look at them. Like, look at this spiritual essence-ness of all these things coming together. As keepers of the earth, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. I love that, because when I think like keepers of the earth. And then we have trust the niggle, Niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? I feel like almost like nagging, right? Like, what is that nagging feeling? Try and trust that, like, I want to say tingle. Trust the tingle. What is the tingling feeling trying to tell you? Are you feeling it in your heart? Are you feeling it in your head? What is this intuitive hit trying to tell you? And I love that there's like black in this card, because again, just protection and really tuning in to you on the inside. So I'm gonna read both of them. Sorry, there's longer ones this month, but they are important. So let's do, okay, trust the I like tingle, trust the tingle. We're gonna change that. All right. That niggling feeling, that annoying niggling feeling, the inconvenient annoying niggling feeling, try as you might, it's there, and it ain't going anywhere. Most people spend years annoying their nagging feelings, throwing their best dollops of stubbornness, ego, and post-rationalization to numb them out. It's exhausting, and until you face that niggle, life just throws you more bait to awaken it, to draw your attention to the light within you that is bursting to come out. That niggle is the arrow pointing to what is standing in your way, the relationship, the conversation, the decision, the shift that your body needs to make, that your body needs to be made, the stone in your shoe. Often we feel the niggling feeling in our body first. Most people think that intuition is something from our higher realms, but in fact it is the body that is the intuitive one, working through our senses to deliver vibrational information. It just takes one moment every day to scan your body to receive the intuitive intelligence and act on it quickly. You are being called to face that niggle now. If you don't face it, the universe will throw something much bigger and more obvious in your path, and then you will likely regret that you didn't answer the niggle in the first place. I know it's scary, but you are safe. Answer it now. Yes! Like, that's what this is. This justice in reverse feels like the little niggle, something telling you in your body that like something's coming, something's up. But when you trust it, come on, 100%. Yeah, do it now, because it's gonna in your face. And that's even like here, we're like, yeah, what did it say? To awaken it, get your attention to the light within you. It's bursting out. It's like, okay, here, I'm gonna point you in this direction. We're gonna go over here. Follow this Knight of Cups, okay? Okay? Okay, now we're gonna go Keepers of Light, or Keepers of the Earth. Sorry. You are so supported. You do not stand alone. You are the magnificent team of helpers, both in this world and of Earth, who are here to help you every step of the way. Call upon them for assistance. They are here to help. The Keepers of the Earth acknowledge the work that you've done already and are ready to work through. They bow at your feet and they thank you for wanting to stand for them, to devote your life to protecting the Earth in your unique way. It is time to increase your capacity to receive support in the physical realm. This can come to help form a financial abundance, acts of service for strangers, and people flocking to you to help you or your work. The only thing that is stopping you right now is your capacity to receive support. You deserve to be rewarded for the work that you are doing. You do not need to do it alone. Call upon the Keepers of the Earth to help you in your mission. Open your heart and your mind to receive more than you ever thought possible. What kind of support do you need? Call it in right away. Yes, 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 yes. I feel like this too. The Empress and the King of Pentacles, the Keepers of the Earth. And this right here. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down, and sometimes you need to ask for support. So ask for support, Virgo, okay? You don't have to always do it by yourself. You don't have to always be the one that's finding out all the answers and showing everybody how to do it. You can ask for the help too, okay? Especially when it comes to your little niggle tingling, okay? All right, now we're gonna move into our love reading. We have pay attention to red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Two of Pentacles, honeymoon, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together, the world. Then we have separation, time apart from your partner is on the horizon, Three of Wands. Interesting, there's a lot of different energy going on here. I feel like love life may feel a little confusing, overwhelming, because we have these other feelings that are going on within us and we're going to be confusing them with this. That's why I feel like this pay attention to the red flags, but I feel like it's coming from what we're doing in our life and our work, and it's getting us confused, because this Two of Pentacles is like anything that's coming our way, we can handle it, and that's important to remember right now. Even this like honeymoon with the world, like we're reaching a spot where are way more ourselves, we're way more authentic, we're way more aligned with what we want, and we're healing. And so that feels like a good space. The separation time apart, looking forward, you might be moving in general, moving into a new space, new environment, traveling, something like that. But it's good time, I feel like, take time for yourself. Maybe in some of us within a relationship that might have sounded scary, but I feel like it comes from like needing to figure out what's going on, what we're going to work on, what we're going to move forward on. But again, that tingle that we're feeling with inside of ourselves, this intuitive hit telling us how we need to direct our life and our work, that's where we need kind of like separation from, where again, like our love life isn't going to be a big focus this month because we have other things that we're focused on right now, because if we don't listen, the universe is going to make us listen, you know? And that's not to scare us. That's just like that's what's going on right now, because we got ourselves aligned with what we're doing, and it's time for us to shine our light and our authenticity in a new way. All right, so I'm gonna shuffle and get our affirmation. If you'd like to know more about me, what I have going on, you can go to ashleyrose.com. You can follow me on Instagram as well. That's Ashley Rose Tarot. And you can book a reading through ashleyrose.com. The links are in the description. All right. Okay, not these ones, but I'm going to take this one. It says, true manifesting is about receiving what is of the highest good for all. Yes, because it is pushing you to receive this month. And you got to be open to receive, and especially when it comes to manifesting. You don't just get to receive what you want, you receive what the universe gives you, okay? So I love you, Virgos. This is going to be a great month, and I can't wait to see how it unfolds for you. I love you, and I will catch you in the daily tarot readings.